look at this. Remember I was talking about how it turns white around the edges when it's time to turn? I want these things to be golden brown. We've talked about this when we did the piccata. Fabulous little dish. Turned out beautiful, so let's just do the same thing. You see how it's got the little white going around, a little 1/4 inch going around the edge here? Let's see if it's golden brown, shall we? Uh-oh! Look at that, boys. Oh! You think I've done this a couple times. Maybe once, maybe twice. Maybe about every Saturday since I was 18 years old. Listen, folks, I'm gonna get this first batch done. We're gonna oh, well, you're here. Let's just do it, shall we? All right. What you're gonna do is after you flipped over your chicken breast, you're gonna add some shiitake mushrooms. And I'm thinking about a good handful. Shiitake mushrooms are going in. We're gonna add the button mushrooms. They're going in. We're gonna add just a little bit of chopped garlic. See, pinch, going in, look at that. Oh, can you smell that? Damn, that smells good. We're gonna add some shallots, they're going in. I should have sauteed the shallots, but we wanted a little bit more body on them, so there we go, beautiful. You let that saute for a minute, move it around. Oh, God. You can smell this. Now, you let that saute for about 30 seconds, right? You let it come up, let that heat come up and caramelize all those ingredients. Let them start breaking down the moisture inside those mushrooms because they're 90% water anyway. And what we're going to do now is the marsala. If I get my thing to open up, what the hell, man? Just luck on the line. I need wine! Alright, here we go. Oh. Folks, if you could smell this. Alright, so what we're going to do. Now we're going to add the marsala wine. We've let it get back down so the temperatures come back up in the pan. And so we're going to hit it with the wine. Now remember, watch the flame. I love the flame. Never be afraid of the flame. Justin, juice. Don't be afraid of the flame. Here we go. Oh yeah, baby. Nice. Oh, marsala, marsala. Oh, baby. Do you smell that? Oh, God. I'm telling you, this is why I cook. That is spanking. All right, so we're going to let that reduce by a third. Come on, come on. All right, let that reduce by a third. We're going to add just a pinch of fresh thyme out of my garden. Did you see that out of my garden? Gotta love that. Fresh basil. Remember, your fresh herbs are less potent than your dry. Just remember that. Boom, boom, boom. Beautiful. And now to add my own little twist, I'm putting in some grainy Dijon mustard. I love a little spank on the back end of this. What it's going to do is going to add just a little tartness. It's a great dish. So what we're going to do is going to add 1 teaspoon of the Dijon mustard, Dijon grainy mustard. We're going to add just a little bit of our beef. Well, let's see where we're at. Yeah, it's close. All right, the wine's reduced enough now. Look at that. Beautiful. I am telling you, folks, this is why I cook. All right, we're going to add a little bit of the beef broth that has the cornstarch built into it. We're just going to add just a little bit. Just a little bit. There we go. Probably, you know, what is it? 1/4 cup? Not much. Let that go, come back up. And we're calling that chicken marsala, folks. Alright guys, listen. That's it. You saw how easy that was. If you can't do this, Jessica Marie, my daughter, if you can't cook this for mommy, I'm going to be very disappointed. Alright? And the creme brulee, Jessie, I know you can do this. Sam, you can do this. Sarah, you can do this. Jordy, I wish you could do this. I love you guys very much. All my friends, family, cohorts in crime. Peace. I'll be right back. We'll do a plate up. Get ready to roll. Be right back. Okay, so I've got the last batch of the marsala cooking. Come here, let me show you how it's supposed to look. When you get the creme brulee out of the oven, you see the golden brown just coming off the edge there? And you see how it's wobbly just a little bit in the middle. That means it's set. What you're going to do is carefully take them out of the water, let them come down to room temp. You can store them then until you have the party or your guest or whatever. You know, 30 minutes, at least a couple hours inside there in the refrigerator, 2 hours to let it set up. And then what you're gonna do, we're gonna do the candy topping, and I'll be that in just one moment, okay? Let me get this last batch done. We'll do the wrap. Hang on. Hey, how you doing? Welcome back to What's Cooking with Fabulous Todd and Noel. All right, guys, look, the creme brulee is done. We've let it set for a little while. What we're gonna do is we put a little bit of the crystallized sugar, regular old sugar on top. Put a layer of it on top, making sure it's a level layer. What you're gonna do is you're gonna take your blowtorch, and I'm using my dad's old one, thank goodness for that. Come on, there you go. Come on, let me get this started, I'll be right back. Okay, so I got it going. And what you're gonna do is you wanna hold it directly onto the sugar. You're gonna start in the center and work in a circular motion out. There we go, let's start getting crystallized, caramelized. Come on in, Dave, take a look at that. See, the flame's going right onto that sugar. Look at that bad boy. Uh-oh, it looks like dessert's gonna happen, folks. Boom, boom, look at that, nice. Don't let it burn too much. Make sure all that granulated gets nice and crusty. And you want to serve that immediately. Let it harden up. It'll harden within 30 seconds, guys, and you're going to love this dish. I'm telling you. I promise that your friends, family, and loved ones are going to love that creme brulee. Look at that. Can you see that? And if you could smell that caramelization, I've done my job. All right, folks, listen, the phone's ringing. I got to go. My little Samantha, you got your phone? Give me a call. We'll do lunch. In-N-Out Burger. Peace. Love to everyone. See you next time.